Hey friends, so a lot of people commented yesterday that the quality on the video was not great, and I hate to disappoint. So I decided I'm gonna do like another little tour. So I am not gonna lie and say that's gonna be much different. It's really not. So if you had problems seeing the video last night, this one is just more of a clearer video while it's still super bright outside. So it's kind of like a repeat video. I might say a few things differently, but so if you've already watched yesterday, you don't want to watch again, this is your time to exit, to be honest with everybody. So yesterday I was explaining the different things. I forgot everything I said, so we're just gonna say whatever we want this time. I was just explaining all the different things with the property. I got grass growing, my dad mowed up there, but I am gonna kind of show you a better in-depth tour of everything now that it's like sunny and bright. So let's show you. Let's get started. Okay guys, so the door is wide open because it's hot and it's very cool out here. But we have the majestical cat dog, love her, and I got these at Dollar Tree a while ago. They are solar lights that have bugs in them. So this one's a ladybug, that one is a butterfly, and those are all different kind of butterflies. But I just literally hammered these ones in just 20 minutes ago with that rock so that I could get all of them to stand up straight. That mattress actually just came out of my house. I now have a Brooklyn mattress that my dad did a review on. I really wanted it, and he got a different bed anyways, so now I have that Brooklyn mattress. So that mattress just literally came out of my house, so I am going to bring it up there. I think we're like throwing it completely away because that mattress has seen some days. I personally, whenever I like wash the sheets, I always kept sheets on it, but just mattresses get old. You need to replace mattresses anyway. So I do have this mattress out here because I got to place it on top of my car and take it. The noise that y'all hear in the back is the generator. But I did not tell y'all I think I have in a very way previous video, but I do have a plan for the front of my camper. Even though I'm going to be living in my camper for a year, I still want to make it pretty. I still want to make it feel homey. So let me show you what my plan is. So as y'all can see, this is the front of my camper. Let me zoom y'all out. So my plan is to I'm gonna winterize it, guys. So it is gonna be winterized. I also wanna put brick all throughout under here, that exact same brick, all throughout under here to make it more winterized. I also want to take some, I think black mulch or like a really dark red mulch, but I wanna take a mulch and put it all through there. I'm gonna put a tarp as a weed barrier, but I definitely want some mulch right there. Actually, I will be getting the rock that I need. That's another thing on my to-do list. But after heavy consideration, I know that this part of the property is not going to be where my house is. I think that I am going to start taking the steps to clear the other side of the land because that will be where I'm building. And the more and more I think about it, it is a great idea because while I'm building over there, I can also work on getting this entire homestead farm in order and get animals moved out here because I know that I can place permanent placements for them, knowing that my house is going to be built on the other side of the road. And I can see it from my front door. If I get all of that cleared, I would literally, my front yard, a little across the road, will be my homestead. And I think that would be a gorgeous view every day. And then I can have a back porch to look at the forest at night from the other side of my house. So I'm really excited. I think that would be the best plan for my homestead. I'm also going to show you this before everybody's like, you're so cluttered. So it is actually my work table. I have been just putting random things there. Those are the cucumbers that we harvested from the garden. I showed that in yesterday's video. I have my shovel. I have my jacks that I need to place underneath the camper, which I will be doing that. That is Lawson's outside stroller, and I got some planting stuff, and I have my cooler for when I take things in the car with the baby so we're not stopping a million places. So a lot of people, I will be spray painting my totes. It's just going to take me a while. I'm sorry, I am going to get it done. So as a lot of you know, my propane tank well, this part of my propane tank is actually broke. If you've seen the video of me and my dad setting up this camper, unfortunately this part bent the jack, I guess, and then broke that. So it leaks propane. I'm not able to use it. These are one of my favorite. I don't like spiders. I don't even know if you can see it. I don't like spiders, but those are literally my little favorite spiders. They always look so different and cool. But this is broken. Got off track there. So I'm not able to use my propane right now for anything. A little rough, but I've been using hot plates and skillets to cook. That's why y'all haven't really been seeing cooking stuff, because I'm having to adjust and move, and hot plates is not to go. I also have quite a few water tanks. I do not use those water tanks. Those are actually my dad's. They're just stored down here. Eventually I am getting my own water tanks for my animals, and I want to collect rainwater. That is something that is heavily on my list, to have a whole catchment system by next, not fall, but I want to say spring. Spring will probably be the deadline for that. But these are my water tanks that I bleached very, very well. I do not use this water to drink or cook, do not worry. But we went ahead and did this attachment. I do not have a video on it, but this turns the water on, off, and then we make this attachment with primer glue, and then you come down the water hose, and it is connected to my city water outlet for some reason, but that's okay. Now let me show you what else we got going on. So a lot of y'all have seen that we have plenty of grass. Isn't it great? I'm so excited. It's making my yard look beautiful and more like a home, and I love that. I'm gonna show you kind of what's going on over here. Isn't it beautiful? So I am keeping a majority of these trees, but the smaller ones that you see around it are actually going to be used for my garden bed. My garden bed is going to be over here for the meantime, but my garden is not going to stay over in this area. My garden's actually going to stay over by my house. Those are all my extra tarps and my winterizing things. They're just sitting there because I don't want them next to the house, because snakes like stuff like that. So I don't want to put it next to my front door, you know? We also have this big pile of mulch. I'm honestly thinking about selling it on Facebook Marketplace, because I've been seeing a lot of people sell mulch, and I'm trying to get in with the business. My homestead is to make money. I have so much room over there, and I've just been thinking of all the different things that I could do. I'm really, really excited. My dad did come down here and mow. I am gonna show you that. That's what I was showing y'all yesterday that a lot of y'all couldn't see. But I should bring a shovel this time, but I'm not. I'm just gonna pray for the best. But I saw a copperhead yesterday as I was walking back up my driveway. The snakes are really bad out here, like extremely bad. I do not let the kids play outside unless I am out here with them, and even then Brinley has to wear boots. I should take my own advice, but I'm in Crocs. Let me show you. This property is actually massive. For me and the kids, this is such a good size for us. There's so much potential. That is a dog toy. I keep my yard trash free. See? And for right now, I am gonna make that area. The gas cans are only out because the sun is out. I have learned my lesson. They do not sit out in the sun. But I'm thinking about making my driveway right there so I can free up all this space of what I need. Let's take you down here. So all of this is going to eventually be cleared to go all the way back where a little bit past that tree right there. And tomorrow I will be, as much as I love these trees, I'm thinking about either keeping them if I'm going to make this my permanent driveway, or as you can see, I've already made me like a little Y-shaped driveway. That was not the plan, but it is the plan because I'm tired of these trees cutting me in my car. But they're so beautiful that I don't think I want to take them down. I'm not going to go over there in the woods, but we got blackberries growing on our property. I am going to keep that, but if you see how far back, you see how much space I have. Even I'm keeping that tree. I'm actually going to decorate it for Christmas. I'm really excited. But we have all that space back there, so if I get all this cleared by the goats, I will have ample amount of space. Show you down here. Yeah, I can tell the lighting is much, much better. See how much space we have? And all of this can be cleared, so I want to clear, well, I want to keep like a thin layer so people can't see my animals. But I want to clear all throughout there, but I want all of that cleared so I can see from the other side of the road. But here's another view on the property. It's absolutely gorgeous. My dad has made spaces for me, like trying to clear out so I can have all of this cleared as a square. We're getting close to where I seen the copperhead. I'm also going to be decorating this tree for Christmas. Got a little hurt down there, but that's okay. Y'all see what my dad surprised me with yesterday? He cleared all that for me. And then all of this will eventually be cleared to a little bit before the driveway. I do want a little space in between me and the road with trees. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now we're gonna be real careful about going down here. See how there's like a little bit of barrier? All of that will be taken down so I can have space for my animals. This will be the main driveway for when I need to go over there, or I'm thinking about making it on the other side. So we're coming out. Look at that. Once the neighbor clears that, which I think he plans to clear a little bit more trees back there, I will have a perfect sunset view. I'm kind of excited. So we're asking about neighbor lines, property lines, so I'm going to kind of show you. This is why I want space in between me, trees, road. So here's a little overview. My dad's, see how he's starting to clear all this out? So I am keeping that little space, but right here where those trees are, that's technically their property. This is the easement. And then after that, all of that's mine. My dad's just doing me a favor. He's clearing all that out for me. And then he even mowed down here for me. But my plan is to keep a thin layer of these trees right here so that you can't see what's going on inside my house, even though nobody comes down here. This is the neighbors. A lot of people saw the solar lights in the video. That is their property. They just use this as storage, really. They're building their house top, so it's not necessary. I necessarily don't have no neighbors. My dad has the neighbors. But they're extremely nice people, and I don't think we, knock on some wood, I don't think we would ever, ever, ever have problems with them. They are the sweetest souls. But this is what I'm definitely going to have to work on when I get back. I'm going to ask my dad if I can borrow Uber. But I'm going to try to walk down here and kind of give you like a little visual of what I was talking about yesterday, but it was too dark. That goes off into somebody else's property. We go up here. Dad's, we go down here. This is the easement, but I own this side of the property and I own this side of the property. I own all the way to that orange flag. This is a perfect space. It is a huge space that I am able to put my house, we're looking down, guys, I ain't getting bit by a snake. I'm able to put a house over here. I can put a massive garden over here, and I can also, if I wanted to, I could put a pool and like a little hangout area and a mini shop for me to go work in. Like this, it doesn't look that big because there is tons and tons of trees and everything, but it's honestly, it's massive. I want to say it's about an acre, and you can do a lot on an acre. You can do it, it might be an acre and a half, maybe two. It is massive, and it goes all to that gate down there. So it's all that space. So I could build my house long ways. I could build my house this long ways, short ways, whatever you want to call it. There's so possibilities that I could do, and I'm really excited because I do feel like that is a fantastic plan for me. It utilizes all of my space. Once I get solar, I can have a car garage and put, like my dad's doing, solar on top of that, so I'm not wasting space. I'm utilizing everything I can. And visual, there's where my house will be. Here's the mini road right there. I already have a driveway. I just got to move these trees, but bam, I have a driveway to the animals. All of this, I'll be able to see my animals, or if I just choose not to clear it, that's okay too. It gives it more privacy. But I was kind of just showing y'all how much space I truly do have and what the vision really is. I felt so bad that a lot of you couldn't see the video, so I thought to come back out here and show you. I also really, when I eventually get an outdoor kitchen, and I am gonna put for preference that this is gonna be cooked in an outdoor kitchen, all my stuff. But I would love to do a farm stand. I originally thought like right here would be good because I do see cars and stuff pass by a lot, but it's just lawnmower people to mow down there, and they're down there working right now, but I don't know what they're doing. So what I'm thinking is that I can get a permit in this state to sell farm stand goodies down the road where everyone passes, especially like motorcyclists. A lot of families are down here camping with their children. So I know a lot of farm stands end up getting robbed and things happen to them, but I have a good feeling that if I set it up right, do code, passkey, text, I'll have a successful farm stand. I'm also going to be selling in the local markets around here. We have local farming markets. So whenever I do start producing, and I know this is talk for way in the future, but a girl can dream, right? So once we start producing, once I start producing animals, producing my farm, because a homestead, building my house is important, yes, but I want to start making moves to have things on my property that is the homestead life. I am all about changing my ways for the better, and I want to be eventually 100% off grid. I mean, look at me, I'm pretty off grid, but I want to be off grid to the sense that I feed my family with the food that we have on our farm. So that is a major goal of mine. There's people, they're being loud over there. I don't know if y'all can hear them. But I was just kind of showing y'all what my thought process was. A lot of people said that they still wanted to see what was going on. They just couldn't see because of the lighting. So that's why we kind of just did a repeat video, a little property tour. I'm excited. Things are moving along. When I get back from Florida, that's when the work is really going to begin. I don't know if you can see it, but those would make perfect Christmas trees too in the winter, and I might decorate those two on my property. I want it to be a little festive, you know. I've never been able to do this. When I owned a home in Florida, with everything and the price of China being so expensive, I could never do fun things to my house. So I'm really excited for this journey. I'm really excited to vision the future. I'm on high alert, guys, for these snakes. I'm excited to vision the future. So I appreciate all of you who stick around and watch me and support me. Truly means the world to me. I love this life that I'm building and creating, and I'm so glad that I have you guys for the helpful tips, tricks, and just guide me through the way. But the next video you'll see is a working video after this one. I'm so sorry I haven't had a lot of working videos with me just getting out here, but you will see a working video next, and then it will be vlogs on my way to Florida and my first time on a plane. So I'll catch y'all soon. Bye, friends.